As part of Back to School Week, one of the things that Jerry and I wanted to talk to you about today was OneNote. How to make it useful. So what we're going to do in today's professional development is we're going to look at really three things. One, a general overview of OneNote. What is it? What are the features that are available? Then I'm going to challenge you to create a case management notebook using OneNote as your tool. And then finally, I want you to be able to share at least one thing that you could use OneNote for next year. So first, let's talk about a general overview. OneNote is on every one of your computers. Whether it's your desktop or it's the laptop that the county gave you, you have OneNote. What we're going to look at today are just those key features within it. Because here's the thing, OneNote is a digital version of a 3-ring binder. It provides a link for all your Office products. And it's really just plain simple to use once you get used to it. Again, just like a 3-ring binder, you have your notebook, you have your sections, you have your pages within those sections. And with OneNote, it can all be connected through your Microsoft account. Now eventually Baltimore County is going to have your regular email address as a Microsoft account. But for right now, I have mine linked through my own personal Microsoft account. And it allows me to really access my stuff anywhere I want to through Microsoft's OneDrive, which is where ultimately all this stuff can be saved. So let's keep going and look at some more stuff. What makes OneNote special? Well, it's a link between all of your Office documents. Outlook, Word, Excel, everything in one place. You can write next to it, you can have a chart from Excel, you can have a Word document right next to it explaining what's in it. You can just plain stop looking for all the things that you have within your shared drive. It's organized in an easy to follow setup, which is easily searchable. Emphasis on searchable. I found this pretty helpful when it comes to remembering the stuff I have to do. The ribbons are simple and easy to use. It's really very similar to all the other Office products you're already using. And if you look at the ribbons, you're going to be able to see what's out there. So let's check it out. What we're going to do, or what I'm going to show you in order to make it practical, is we're going to create a new notebook, create sections for the notebook, select a student, and then create a page. Very simple. So let's check it out. So we go to our desktop. You can see OneNote right here. Now, I want to create a new notebook. So I'm going to click this down arrow, Add Notebook. Notice it's saving to my OneDrive. I'm going to call this Case Management. Create Notebook. No, I'm not going to invite anybody right now. So you can see, here I have my notebook. Now the question is, what do I want in my notebook? Well, we'll get to that. Let's talk about the ribbons first. So here you have File. Here you can share, export, send, all documents straight from here. In fact, if you look real closely at the export, I use this one quite a bit for when I do type things in here and I want to send it out as a Word document. Export. It's just exactly what you think it is. It sends it out as a Word document. So even though I took the notes in OneNote, it sends that section right here. So there's a whole lot of stuff here. You can create new drives, new notebooks. You can open notebooks that you might have already created. You can see I've created a few here just to experiment. You can print various things, share, export, send, and you can link your accounts. And then there are the other options, but we're not going to go into all that right now. Under the Home ribbon, when you click Home, you have all of these different choices. Now, there's always your favorites with bold, underline, and italics. You have your highlighting and your color options. But right here, these are my favorite things. The tags. I love the tags. Particularly when I'm using the app form, it's really nice to use these. So you have your to-dos. It comes out with just a box, and then later, if you need to get it done or you've gotten it done, you can click a check and show that it's all been completed. Something important, maybe something you want to share. Reminders for later, highlighting. Phone numbers. You can see all the different choices you have here. Again, it's important for you to go back and really look at this and talk about what's important for you. For each of us, it's different. For me, the to-do list, the important questions, and then the questions here, those are the most important for me. That and Outlook tasks. It connects directly to my Outlook to see if there's stuff I need to do from there. There's also meeting details, which I've never really gone into, but again, it's another connection between OneNote and Outlook. Insert, space, a table. This is just a simple table, like you would see on an Excel spreadsheet. A file printout. You want to take something like, say, a blank snapshot, you can put it right in there. And then you can type over it. And it completes a student snapshot right there for you. Or, if you want the Word document, you can pull it up that way. All right there within one place. For whichever student you might think. So let's go back to Insert. You can also insert spreadsheets. So if there's something from, I don't know, a data template, a data sheet that you created, some sort of spreadsheet to keep data, you can easily add that in here or create a new one. See? Now I'm creating a new one and moving it anywhere I want. Blank student snapshot, it's what it's called because that's the title of the section, or the page I should say. So, again, you can put in pictures, online pictures, scanned images. You can record audio and record video. Let's say you're working with a student and you want to document for the family exactly what you see going on some sort of assessment that you've done. You can record that video and it shows right up. So here I am talking to you, and this is the video that you would see within the section underneath blank student snapshot. Let's go ahead and stop this. So, back to Insert. Dates, times, all of this, page templates, detailed meeting notes, simple to-do lists. These are all things that I've used, but there's also other templates within here that you can choose from. There's academic, simple lecture notes, detailed lecture notes, math and science class notes, history notes. There's business forms, planners. I've never actually gone into some of these because, I mean, let's be honest, how needed are some of this stuff? Probably not really used all that often, but you never know. So I thought I'd show it to you. Let's get rid of that. So we go back to Insert, and you can see there's also math stuff that you can put in. Not that we would ever be using that, but you never know. Draw. This is one of my favorite little features. You can either draw with your mouse, whee, or you can draw with touch. And now it's my finger doing all the work. Again, you can change all that up. You can draw anywhere you want. You can take handwritten notes this way if you so feel like it. That little pen that Mr. Easterly gave all of us, That's exactly what this could be used for. Maybe it's just a matter of you trying to get some information. Either way, it's here. Now, within Draw, you can also highlight. You can change the color thickness and boldness and all that other stuff. You can draw straight lines. You can insert space. And I've never even used this stuff, ink to text or ink to math. That would probably be interesting to use for those of you who still like to handwrite things rather than type it. History. You can go back, you mark things as read, recent edits, find by author, hide authors. Review. You can look at all your spelling, your passwords. You can protect your pages. Your view. You can zoom out. Same thing you can do with your fingers. Zoom in. You can create a new window. This is one that I just discovered that'll help some of you. You can dock it here on the side. So it's just the page that you're working on. Either way, there's a lot of things that you can do. The Send to OneNote tool is something that you have in just about all of your stuff. And then here's the video and audio playback, which I'm not going to worry about right now. So, I've given you an overview. Hopefully I've made it make a little bit more sense. What I want to talk to you now is about that goal number 2. Creating a case management notebook. Here's an example. You may choose to do it this way. You can do it any way you want. It's your notebook. It's your organization technique. However you want to do it. Whether you want to do this for staff, and maybe you have staff conversations logged in there. Maybe you have it logged in some other way. That's up to you. What I have here is a very simple thought that I put together. The student snapshot, the contact log, reading comprehension, goal 2 math, goal 3 daily living, and the notes from related services. Imagine having all of that in one place. So, how difficult is this? Well, it's the same process. You create the notebook, create the sections, select the student, create a page. Go ahead and take your turn. I want you to go into your OneNote, and I want you to do exactly that. Create a notebook that says Case Management. Create a new section. I'm going to rename it Johnny Appleseed. Then we'll create another new section for Juanita Appleseed, and you can go from there. Create your pages. Snapshot. Goal 1. Related services. And again, if you don't like this method, don't use it. This is yours. Do whatever you want. At this point, you've taken your turn. You've created a new notebook. You created the sections for the notebook. You selected a student, and you created a page. This is only one way that you could potentially use OneNote. What I want you to do now is just take a minute. Talk to the people in your immediate vicinity about how you might be able to use and or organize a notebook in OneNote. After you've taken a couple minutes, share with the group at large. Maybe you're going to be able to give somebody else an idea. Now, the last thing I want to show you is really how OneNote connects to the other Office products. For instance, the easiest one to show, Outlook. You can see here's my email. I sent this one to myself. I got a PowerPoint presentation here. I know I'm going to have a meeting on it. OneNote. All you got to do is press this button, send to OneNote. I'm going to go down here to my case management notebook. I'm going to select the section I want it in. And there it is. There's my PowerPoint. And now I go to my meeting, I need to pull it up. Just double click, and there it is. So that's how you use it with Outlook, or one of the ways you can use it with Outlook. Let's look real quick at the other ones. So for instance, let's go to Word. You guys have seen this. You've seen this little thing. It says File up here. You go to Print. And one of your printing options is Send to OneNote. All you got to do is press Print. Tell it where you want to go. And voila. Here's the page. Now, it was a blank page, and it prints as a picture, but then you can type right over top of it and type right into your document. Again, another simple way that that Word and OneNote can intersect with each other. So what about PowerPoint? What about Excel? Same thing. You already saw how you could add in an Excel document. Let's go ahead and create this. No idea what this actually is. So, again, you can go to Print. That's one way to do it. Go to the same place, and all you got to do to change the name is go up to the top and say Weight Tracker, and you can see it changed the name over here on that page, keeping track of all your Excel stuff. Maybe you want to do something out of, well, maybe you want a whole PowerPoint in there. So let's go ahead and do this one. Create. We'll add a couple new slides just for fun. File. Print. Same concept. Send to OneNote. And it sends each slide there. There's a number of different ways that you can do things. Again, you can go back to the insert part and do a file attachment. You can do a number of things to really interact with OneNote. The choice is ultimately up to you. What I highly recommend is going through and doing it. Play with it. Have a good time. As Jerry can attest to, OneNote can become a very powerful tool in keeping yourself organized when you have a whole lot that you got to take care of. Just like each and every one of you do. So good luck. Have fun. As things come up, let us know. Maybe we can work it out. Enjoy your beginning of the school year, everybody.